Hey guys, the next thing we're going to do is our topic.php page. So when we click on a topic, we want to be taken to that page. So let's actually make it so we can do that. So the front page template. Let's see. Okay, so the title is clickable. This is clickable, but you can see, actually let's go to the home page. If we click on it, it takes us to topic HTML. That's wrong. Alright, so we're going to replace that. Okay, I'm just going to paste this in. So it's going to take us to topic.php, but we're also going to have this ID variable, which is going to point to whatever the topic's ID is. Okay, because if they all went to just topic.php, there's no way for us to differentiate a topic from another. Alright, so we need this ID. So if we save it, let's make sure the link works. Alright, so it's taking us to topic.php ID 1, but right now it's just the static content. So this isn't actually coming from the database. So what we need to do is go into our topic.php controller. Where is it? Right here, topic. Alright, so we first need to create a topic object, just like we've been doing. Now, what's different with this page is we need to get that ID. Alright, so if we get, we're just going to assign it to topic ID. This right here is actually going to get whatever number is here. Alright, and we want to set some template variables. Alright, so the first one is going to go to the topic class and use the method getTopic. Alright, so we got to create that. So let's go to our topic class, and let's just go to the bottom here. I'm going to paste in this method. Alright, so getTopic, and obviously we're passing in an ID. And we're just saying select topics where the topic's ID equals whatever we pass it. And it's also interjoining the users. Alright, so we can use the username, the user's name, and the user's avatar. Okay, next I want to paste in the getReplies function. Alright, so this is basically doing the same exact thing that getTopic is doing, except it's getting the replies from the replies table as opposed to the topics from the topics table. And these will all be displayed underneath its topic. Alright, so you can see it's basically the same thing. We're binding in the topic ID. Alright, so let's save that. Alright, so what we need to do now is our topic PHP template. Alright, so right now it still has all that static stuff. So let's go into that, which is right here. And the main topic goes from here, from this li tag down to this one. Alright, so we want to replace that with dynamic content. So I'm going to just paste that in. Alright, so same classes and everything. All that was replaced is things like the user's name. We have a link to the user's avatar. Let's see, posts. We have the user post count function, which is coming from, I believe it's the DB helper. So let's create that real quick. If we go to DB helper and paste that in. Alright, so user post count, what it's doing is it's taking a user's ID and selecting all the topics from the topics table that the user created. Then down here it's taking all the replies from the replies table that the user created, and then it's returning the topics plus the replies, and it's returning that number. Alright, so that's where it gets the post count. It counts replies and topics as posts. Alright, so let's try saving that. Alright, so now you can see that the main topic is actually all coming from the database. So now we need to do these replies, because right now these replies are all static. Now what I've done is I've created a new user in our database, okay, in the users table. I have John Doe, alright, and then I've also created in the replies table, I had John Doe create two replies. One is to the first topic and the other is to the second, and then it was just some body text. Alright, so let's go ahead and make the replies dynamic. So if we go to the template again, let's see, the main topic goes to here, and then the replies, I only want one list item. Okay, so from here to here, and then I can get rid of the rest. And now I'm just going to replace this with dynamic content. Alright, so what we're doing is we're saying for each replies, alright, so however many replies are attached to this topic, we're going to repeat this. Alright, and it's just giving us the same information that the main topic's giving us, like the username, the user post count, things like that. So let's go ahead and save that and reload. And now you can see that this is actually a reply that is coming from the database. Alright, so the last thing I want to do in this video is I want to be able to not only get by category, but also by user. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change one of my topics to from my user to John Doe's user. So I'm going to go to topics and change user ID to 2. Alright, right now if we click on, say, J Doe, it takes us to the correct link, but it's not actually looking at our user and filtering it. So let's do that now. If we go to our main topic page or controller, I'm sorry, we don't want topic, we want topics, which I don't think I have open. Alright, so I'm going to copy this line here because we're doing the same thing except we're doing it by user. Alright, so we're going to say get user from URL. So user alright, and then down here we're going to do pretty much what we did with this category one, except it's going to be a user filter. We're going to say if user ID is set, which I meant to have this be user ID. So if that's set, if it's found in the URL, then our topics are going to come from the get by user function. Alright. Down here I also want to change this because I want to say not only if category is not set, but also if user is not set, then we're going to get all topics. We're not going to filter anything. Alright, so what we need to do now is just create this get by user in the topic class. Okay, so I'll go up by the get by category. Alright, and right below it, we'll paste this in, get by user, and basically it's just gonna join over the users, and we're saying get where the user ID is equal to whatever the user ID we pass in is. Alright, so let's save that and check this out. So if we click on J Doe, alright, so that's still not working. Huh. Okay, so if we look at the link, it says user ID, actually user equals 2. So Oh, I think I just forgot to save this. Undefined variable user. Line 25. Okay, post by user, get user. Okay, so we're actually using the title is using the user class, which we haven't created yet. So I'm going to just comment that out for now, the title, and hopefully that works. Alright, so John Doe has this one post. If I go back and click on Brad T, shows his post. Alright, so it's only going to show the user that created the post when you have this user variable. Alright, so that's it for this part. Next up, we will implement our user class, and then we'll start building our login and registration functionality.